and Wake Forest are two towns in the Triangle region of North Carolina with a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences. They have similar housing prices, with Cary being just a smidge more expensive than Wake Forest. At first glance, this might seem a little strange since Cary's location is arguably more valuable than Wake Forest. If you're working in RTP, downtown Raleigh, or in Durham, Cary cannot be beat for its quick, easy commute into any of those areas. Contrast that with Wake Forest, whose home values are just 7% lower than Cary's, but any drive into a major employment center is going to come with some serious traffic. The travel time is about double to all three of those employment destinations. Interestingly, Fuquay Varina is about the same distance to employment centers as Wake Forest, but prices there are significantly lower. So what's happening in Wake Forest that makes it a place that so many people are willing to live, even with the home prices for the location being so high? Wake Forest has some secrets that make it a very attractive place to live. In today's video, we're going to do a deep dive into the lifestyle you get in Cary and in Wake Forest for the median priced home. We'll also take a peek at what the luxury living looks like in both of these areas because, again, pricing at the top level is similar, but what you get is very different. In 2023, the median priced home in Cary is $575,000. For that price, you're going to get a home like this one. This home has 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and it's situated on about a 1/4 acre lot. In the lovely community of Park Village. Park Village is full of walking trails, and if you lived here, you would probably spend your time biking or walking to the neighborhood's 2 parks. And if you keep walking on the Greenway, you can access understreet tunnels that take you all the way to Bond Park. Where you can bike, hike, go boating, or take a class at the community center. Or if you're a senior, you can take classes and meet up with friends at the Bond Park Senior Center. If you decided to buy a home like this one in Cary, you would probably shop at one of these 3 neighborhood grocery stores: Publix, H Mart, or Fresh Market. All of them are less than 2 miles away. Also nearby are a variety of restaurants: Indian street food, boba tea house, hot pot, wood-fired pizza, American brewery with gourmet burgers and pub grub, and the Triangle's own Good Berries, which is literally the best ice cream in the world. I promise you, if you go on a day when they have the key lime flavor, get it. You'll thank me later. If you need bigger shopping for clothing or other big box stores, you can find a decent selection at Park West Village, about a 10-minute drive. Park West has a few mall type stores like White House Black Market, Loft, and Chico's, as well as your standard TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Target, Trader Joe's is also over there. Park West is also home to the local movie theater. Bond Park and Park West both host a seasonal concert series starting in April on Thursday nights at Park West and Friday nights at Bond Park Boathouse. So basically, Cary gives you a well-organized small city with beautiful landscaping, close proximity to all employment centers, and plenty of restaurants in close proximity to where you live. Now let's take a look at Wake Forest and see how it's different. Here is a house that's pretty close to the median price in Wake Forest, actually a little bit lower. This home sold for $530,000 just last week. This home is also in a planned community, the Preserve It Kitchen Farms, but the community is a lot newer than the one in Cary. This home was built in 2019. It's about 400 square feet larger than the Cary home. If you bought a home like this one, you might do your grocery shopping at Harris Teeter Grocery Store, which is a local North Carolina grocery brand about 3 miles away, or the local Wegmans, which is about 4 miles away. And if you're looking for something a little more homegrown, you might even drop by the local corner seafood stand to get your North Carolina caught seafood from this guy.
Hey everybody, this is Larry Uzel, the owner and operator of Shrimp Bait. Come on down here and see me. I'm at the corner of Burlington Mill and Ligon Mill. Hey, I got the best shrimp in town. You won't believe it. 2126s. They're green tails. They got a sweet flavor. They're wild caught, local North Carolina shrimp. You can't beat it. Please come down and see me. Love you. We'll see you next time around. Thank you. Peace.
His stand is right around the corner from this house, and he looks pretty friendly. If you lived in a home like this, you might spend your days hiking or biking the Smith Creek Greenway, which you can pick up right behind your house. It'll take you to this gorgeous bridge over the Neuse River. It's a bit far to lug a kayak to the boat launch about 2 miles away, but an 8-minute drive will get you there easily, and you can kayak all the way down to the coast if you wanted to. If motorboats are more your thing, you might rent a boat from these guys, or if you've got a boat, go ahead and give me a call because everyone needs a friend with a boat, and I don't have one right now. But Falls Lake is right around the corner, and there are multiple boat ramps you can access for boating. It's about a 20-minute drive to the closest boat ramp, but if you just want to picnic at the lake to enjoy the scenery, that's about 15 minutes from home. There are also some pretty incredible green spaces developed by the town, the county, and because Wake Forest borders the city of Raleigh right here, the proximity to those amenities are available as well. There isn't as much walkable as there is in Cary. You'll definitely find walkable neighborhoods in Wake Forest, but there are more of them in Cary for sure. However, within a 10 to 15 minute drive, there's a lot more wild beauty in Wake Forest. Look at you, hello, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I like how, quiet maybe, calm. I chose here, Raleigh.
What were the other options?
California and New York City.
Had you ever been to any of the other, to either New York City or California?
Yes.
And had you ever been here before?
No.
No.
So it was the first time.
And it worked out well?
Yes.
Dan, how cute you are. Okay, you go do your walk. There are a lot of doggies here. I love this place. So I've been to a lot of parks in Wake County. I've probably been to most of them multiple times. I don't think there's a more beautiful park anywhere in Wake County. Now, it is partially my personality. I do just absolutely love these hills. I love the stone walls, and I love the old buildings and architecture that were left here from the farm. You've got 2 nature preserves, Horseshoe Farm Nature Preserve and Andy Wilkerson Nature Preserve, in addition to the incredible lakes and rivers we've already seen. Wake Forest sits upon this beautiful rocky outcroppings, and so you'll notice more exposed rock. Wake Forest hosts Friday Night on White Street in their adorable downtown throughout the concert season. As well as concerts in the park at Joyner Park. Wake Forest is also home to the Renaissance Art Center, where they host the Wake Forest Film Festival, among other annual events. Like most small towns, food in Wake Forest is a little less diverse than it is in Cary.
So we decided to move here about 15 years ago. But it's just it's a pleasant area. It has it has a lot of amenities as far as the parks and trails and all of that, which I like. The only thing lacking is the food that you get in New Orleans.
There's a lot of your standard American fare, pizza, burgers, breweries, Mexican, but it also does have Korean, Japanese, Thai, Jamaican, and Greek. Wake Forest is a small town with about 50,000 people, but it does have quite nice amenities and lifestyle for such a small town. For shopping, Wake Forest has your basic box stores, a Target, a Sam's Club, a Kohl's, but if you had purchased that house we talked about earlier, you'd be only 5 miles, about a 12-minute drive from the Triangle Town Center Mall and everything else that sits on Capitol Boulevard. But Wake Forest really has a different, more vacation-like feel than other parts of the Triangle. You do feel like you've gotten out of the city when you're in Wake Forest. I thought we should take a look at the differences between more upscale housing, which is quite different in Cary and Wake Forest. The higher-end housing options have really taken off in recent years in Wake Forest. The top 10% of homes by price start in the mid-800,000s in Wake Forest, and in Cary they start at just over $1 million. In both towns, the highest priced home most recently sold was $1.8 million, but the one in Wake Forest was still under construction when they took the pictures, so it wasn't a very good example. But this home sold for $1.2 million and is a great example of the kind of styling you'll see in Wake Forest at this price point. This home is 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, just over 4,000 square feet, and it sits on an acre lot. It's located just outside of town off of a country road, but just 8 to 10 minutes from everything Wake Forest has to offer. In Cary, this home, located in well-planned community of Lockmere, is a complete contrast to the Wake Forest home. Lockmere was developed in the 70s as a golf and tennis community situated on 2 lakes. Lockmere hosts many recreational activities like swim and tennis clubs, volleyball, yoga. Because this home is older, it has a more established feel. It's already well landscaped with a pool and lake access with a dock. Now, Lockmere's lakes aren't anything close to Falls Lake up in Wake Forest. They're small and only used for non-motorized watercraft. Lockmere is just around the corner from Waverly Place and Regency, where you can find lots of concerts, community events, movies, and restaurants. This home sold for $1.8 million in January. This video, you might also like this one where I ask and answer the question, is Cary still worth it?